So tell me, what are we talking about today?
Today on Keepin the Geek Bros podcast, episode 123, we've got freaking man. We've got Army of the Dead review, Rick and Morty season 5 trailer reaction, M.O.D.O.K episode 1 review, Castlevania season 4 review, Tom Clancy's No Remorse Tom Clancy's No Remorse review, Star Wars The Bad Batch episode 3 and 4 review, Love, Death and Robots season 2 episode 1 review, and a special announcement from the Invasion of Planet Wrestletopia Kickstarter announcement. All this and more in this week's episode. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
Yes. Keepin the Geek Bros podcast. And with me are Darflex and Madman. I gotta change this thing because I gotta omit names off of this every day. And we are the host of Keepin the Geek Bros, a family podcast, allegedly. All right, cool. Let's go. Flex, you're up. I hate you guys at this script. I fucking hate you.
What's going on with the Geek Bros?
Not a goddamn thing. But what I am putting there is Invasion from Planet Wrestletopia miniseries print edition Kickstarter. Now, you guys know that we reviewed every issue. And if you go to the youtube.com/Vibrub Studios, you'll actually see every issue we reviewed. And we for the most part, I think except for maybe Roz and Juancho, are huge fans of this line. It was great. And we got an email. And it says, we got an email from Ed and Matt, our good friends. It goes, a Kickstarter to collect the Invasion for Planet Wrestletopia miniseries into print edition or trade launches tomorrow, Tuesday, May 25th at approximately 8 a.m. A preview of the Kickstarter is here. Well, it's there. But it's at kickstarter.com/projects/suspicious behavior. /Invasion for Planet Wrestletopia. It's a long link. If you want the link, guys, email us, geekbros@0, just GEEKBROS@yahoo.com if you'd like to get it. But beyond the trade, which will include exclusive bonus material and special covers by renowned artist Ryan Lang. He did the Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame graphic novels, and it's great. Backers can pledge to receive rewards such as Invasion for Planet Wrestletopia trading cards. Ooh, I like that. An official Galacto Massacre pay-per-view poster, see below. Reward tiers that include print copies of trade begin at just $25. Lastly, we do apologize for the late notice, but we would highly appreciate anything you can do to spread the word during the next 31 days. So yes, there you guys go. It's the official Invasion from Planet Wrestletopia print Kickstarter to get these as real comics. And this is something that Darflex even said, I think in episode 1. He's like, he would love an autographed print copy. Yes, autographed print copy of it. So Ed and Matt, if you're listening, we're still waiting on that autographed print copy for Darflex. But please, by all means, guys, we loved this series of comics. It was great. I was hoping that it'd be a part 2 coming soon. It would be amazing. But briefly, Flex, can you just remind the folks your impression of the Invasion from Planet Wrestletopia comic book line?
Yeah, so I thought it was great, man. It was that old 90s or 80s humor that you were looking for. It's just, it felt very, oh my God, you know what it almost feels like? Like one of those Quentin Tarantino anthologies or whatever.
Okay.
Like Planet Terror or whatever, or something like that. Yeah, now that I think about it. But yeah, it was actually pretty great. It was, I think a lot of dads would appreciate this for sure.
Yes.
Because it's actually pretty great.
Yes.
I mean, and it's around, current dads, right? Like your kids aren't in college yet, maybe.
Yeah.
But
allegedly.
It's good stuff. Like I said, I wish I had boobs, but otherwise it's great.
I agree. It's a lot of 90s cheese. The series itself was very nostalgic for me. There's a joke on here between Juancho and I where I don't have a childhood. Well, I have a childhood when I'm reading this comic. It if you were a fan of that WCW, NWO, WWF, how close is too close? Feel you love this freaking you love this series of comics, because as I'm watching it, all I'm thinking about is Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. I'm thinking about NWO.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the Wolf Pack. All these things, and there are certain things that they would say like this capacity crowd. I love it. I love it. It's great 90s cheese. I'm actually probably going to reread the entire thing
Who the fuck is this guy?
Oh, stop. I think Juancho's joining in. Man.
Kick him out. I'm not
gonna kick him out because then he can't rejoin.
Hey, how about you shut up and say that to my face before you talk shit? You hear me? You heard me, little punk ass. Don't make me come over there and rip you apart.
We are already recording.
Listen,
I don't care if you're recording. How are you gonna say kick me out? He won't have the balls to say it in my face. That's why he's waiting to talk shit behind my back.
How about this? If you're fucking...
What's up?
Jesus Christ.
What's going on?
What's going on,
people? Welcome to episode 123.
Okay, we got past all of that. Man,
Juancho, if you bring all that estrogen to the gym for once, then yeah, I'll say it to your face.
I was grabbing your estrogen pills from your cabinet.
Juancho, we just finished announcing the Invasion from Planet Wrestletopia miniseries print edition Kickstarter. We're just reminiscing right now on the actual comic line. Man, I remember sending all of it to you. Can you just remind the folks? You never got it? Who did I send? I sent it all to Roz. You never got it. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, because he wasn't part of the chat during that time.
He wasn't. Man. I'm going to send you the entire thing. I wonder if I can send it via chat.
It's $25 though.
What? No, it's
$25.
I'm confused. What is he doing with Kickstarter?
They're getting it's a Kickstarter to print the comic book.
Weren't they printing it before?
No, it was just digital. This is for print copies now. So yeah, let me.
Okay, cool.
But Nacho, did you want to reflect on your opinion of the comic book line before we move on?
I didn't like it, but okay.
That's all you gotta say?
I'm gonna sound like a robot in a couple minutes because I'm passing a very static area. So I'll hold my thoughts till later at the end.
Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There it is. All right, here it is. I'm sending it all to you via the chat, man. I think it'll let me do it. File, my computer. There's 2. File, my computer. Okay, so let's move on. Thank you, Juancho, for nothing. So without further ado, episode 123 starts now. But first, subscribe to our podcast. It's the right thing to do. It's time for the Fresh Sense. God, I hate you guys. Geek
Is
Bros,
there an audio delay?
Yeah, clearly. Geek Bros approved movies of this week. Anybody have a movie this week that they approve of?
Army of the Dead.
Army of the Dead.
Is that a movie?
I don't approve that movie.
Why don't you approve that movie?
No, shut up. Just stay
It's
muted.
stupid. It makes no sense. I hate
Well, no shit,
zombie
dumbass.
movies. Zombie movies are overrated.
I thought it was a series.
Then why'd you watch it? It's a movie.
Okay, so man, just real quick, in the chat, are you seeing that all the issues being? I know 1 and 2 are there.
I see 2.
Okay, you see 1 and 2 should be there. 3 and 4 coming up. 5 and 6.
They are downloading.
Okay, good. So yeah, do me a favor, man. If you have a chance, read them, and I'd love to hear your review of the entire series next week. Maybe?
Yeah, I can do that. Wait,
Okay.
I gotta read?
Yeah, this is the comic line.
Oh man, I don't like reading. Can I read?
So Army of the Dead. All right, cool stuff. Anything else? Nothing? Great.
Wait, can we talk about what we're all going through?
What are we going through? Oh, that's supposed to be Juancho's supposed to say. Juancho, ask the question. Cool.
He's muted.
So
What are you guys up to today?
Just on your mind. Let's start with Darflex.
Well, it's been a great week. Went fishing and stuff. Caught some fish. But otherwise, I'm just going through a bunch of data that I collected in the past 2-3 years. I'm gonna create an abstract and present that next month in St. Petersburg. So that's
I like that.
I'm actually pretty smart.
Yeah. Man, what's on your mind, sucker?
So, all the time, especially yours. I have a tattoo. I almost got myself an Xbox today, and shout out to Mama Man because she was coming in the clutch. She got the wrong one, so love you, Mama. Appreciate the attempt and the assist, but it's all good. We'll try again next time when they are available, I guess. Other than that, going through some adolescent issues. I shouldn't even say adolescent. He's a young adult now. But whatever. And then just work and stuff. Adulting. It's what we do.
I like it. Mr. Juancho, what is going on? What's on your mind, sucker?
A lot of stuff is going on in my mind. Like how the cryptocurrency just dropped so many. I feel bad for all those people who are investing so much money in Bitcoin, and it dropped about 30%. It down $13,000. I wonder how much people are feeling right now.
But isn't that how these bubbles work? They rise, they pop, they rise, they pop.
No, but this was because bad. Elon Musk pulled his from their yeah, pretty much, and it dropped pretty bad. They pulled from the Teslas from mine because they're saying that Bitcoin is not eco-friendly because it uses carbon. It's gonna leave a big carbon footprint. So they removed it from one of the ways to buy their Teslas. So everything just crashed. Even my Dutch coin crashed, which is it's going up now. But besides that, I'm just chilling.
Didn't you put like all of your stimulus check into that?
Oh, you finished. What happened?
God, I hope not.
I think you did.
If I would have put it already, I would have cashed out and I would have been able to buy already a house, bro. So no, I didn't invest all my money in there. Another thing, I just finished Destroy All Humans. Cool little alien video game. Check it out.
I'm still playing that. Yeah, I like it. It's fun.
Yep, can't hear what you're saying. I love that. So, moving on. For me, the only thing that's on my mind.
And I'm just trying to find the time so I can shut up. I'm just trying to find a time, so I can get back into the rhythm, so Flex can train me, so I can be the next MMA fighter. So yeah, I can still get it.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
It is. It can happen. It can happen.
You know what? Listen.
Hold on.
I will be your sparring partner at this point. Like let's just.
Let me ask you a question. Flex, you're a professional. You know your stuff. You don't think you could make Juancho an MMA fighter?
Make him an MMA fighter?
Yeah,
bro. I can make a fucking champion MMA fighter.
Okay.
Which actually, that's
now. But how about a winning MMA fighter? Not just a punching bag.
Not in the U.S. because I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to give him like a lot of steroids. No, I mean it's serious. Like if you look at all of these other promotions, these guys are like juiced to the gills, and all of them really can't fight that well. I can't really help him much in this because the department he would actually have to find like a good coach, which I could put him in one, but naturally speaking, I mean it'd be kind of tough because we'd have to get where we need to get his body would take, he'd be pushing 40 by the time we're done, so we would need some kind of exogenous assistance, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I appreciate for your concern. Well, what's on your mind besides Dick?
All that's on my mind besides Dick.
I think we all have Dick.
Is I got an email and Love is Blind season 2 is casting on Netflix, and yours truly is absolutely applying for it for the hell of it because it's a trash show and I would be great for this trash show, and it would absolutely propel all of us because the amount of followers you'd get from being on such a trash show would be amazing.
What does your fiance think about that?
I don't have a fiance. So
what does your girlfriend think about that?
Can we go on as like gay lovers?
No, you don't. Have you seen Love is Blind?
No.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
Love is Blind.
Okay, it's a train wreck of a show, but you can't stop watching. Here's the crux of it: a bunch of men and women are put into a secluded area. No phones, no TV, nothing. You're just in like shared community spaces. Now, it's like speed dating, but blind dating. So you're going to go into a room, you meet another woman, and you just talk for a little bit. And you go to another room, and over and over and over and over and over. You just get disqualified if you don't connect with somebody. You have to connect with somebody, somebody has to connect with you. Then it continues. It's just more speed dating. Now you keep going around with the same people until you connect even more. And if you don't, then you get booted out. Those that are left, okay, have to have a connection with someone. And then before you can meet, you have to propose to the person in the room. You're proposing to a wall, basically. And if she says yes, then you guys get to see each other for the first time. Or if he and she says yes, the guy can propose, the girl can propose.
Do you get money?
Yeah, actually, I believe you do. I'm pretty sure.
So is your girlfriend going to be okay with that?
Moving forward. So, so hold on now. We're going to hiatus. Don't worry about it. So,
what?
Once you meet, right? Once you meet, that's only half of the series. After that, you have to meet each other's family. You have to start planning your wedding. And
say I love you.
You see exactly. And at the
you
very
mean
end,
say it back? You mean say it back?
Yeah, say it back.
If the money's right. So, and then you have to get all the way to the wedding, and you actually have to say I do. Some do, some don't. The entire series, the way they connected these people across a wall within weeks is the silliest thing that I've ever seen. And I'm talking about deep, deep feelings, deep emotional nonsenses out of nothing. And so it's really, 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 I recommend you watch it only just to see the absurdity of some people. But I desperately want to get on this show because I think it'd be hilarious. So that's what I'm doing. I am actually in process of doing the casting roll call for Love is Blind season 2. So vote for me, everybody. It'll be hilarious.
Well, send me the link.
I definitely will. So, all right. And that's what's on my mind.
How crazy would it be if like you get matched up with your kid's mother?
I do. Anyway, moving on. All right, so we're gonna get to today's topics. We're gonna start with Man's side piece, Hulu's M.O.D.O.K episode 1 review. Now, M.O.D.O.K is while pursuing his dream of conquering the world, a megalomaniac supervillain runs his evil organization into the ground. M.O.D.O.K, a Hulu original. Hit us with it, Man.
So a lot of people were complaining about the animation on this particular show. You have to remember these are, I believe,
hard times.
No,
these are not hard times.
I believe some of the I know Seth Green is part. He's got his arm up in this show. So you got to remember, if you're a fan of Robot Chicken, this is kind of the same development.
But man, you have to excuse my English, but this is Marvel Studios. This is what they can come up with.
No, it's not what they came up with. It's not Marvel Studios. If you see the intro,
I feel like this is the mailroom of Marvel Studios, and they just gave them that task and some crayons and some color pencils.
It's not Marvel Studios, because if you see the intro that comes up, it's like the same Marvel logo that pops up on non-affiliated Marvel things, like non-affiliated, official affiliates of. It doesn't say the Marvel Studios logo in any way, shape, or form. It just says Marvel, like all the other
non-Marvel character.
Right. It's a Marvel production or a Marvel affiliate, like in association with Marvel kind of thing. But it's not a Marvel Studios thing. Clearly, it's not the same logo. You could tell by the use of the logo.
Right. Plus, on top of that, all the other Marvel things that we're used to watching are all on Disney Plus. This is one of the first ones that they put on Hulu, only because of the adult content that's in there. So I'm actually kind of enjoying the satire that they have on the show. I'm only, I believe, halfway through the season, but we're only going to talk about episode 1.
Episode 1.
I believe Jay and I are the only ones that saw it. Nobody else saw it, right?
Flex, you didn't see it. Flex, you didn't see you damn guppy fish. You didn't see it.
The M.O.D.O.K, no.
Okay, cool. Juancho, did you see episode 1? Great. So all right. So I mean, I'll
not interested in seeing that show.
Yes, but you should know that this is our job. You know, kind of that you should be watching, because we're going to discuss it at least one episode. You son of a bitch.
I don't have Hulu anymore.
What do you mean you don't have Hulu anymore? You have the bundle pack with Disney Plus.
No, I paid Disney Plus for the whole year by separately.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. All right, well, I'll go. M.O.D.O.K episode 1 was entertaining, but entertaining as background noise. I would never sit and eat dinner and watch this show. Watch this, watch. From what I can tell, I played in the background while playing SD Gundam Cross on my laptop. But I wouldn't be able to just sit and watch it just for the sake of watching it. It's great for the background, fantastic, but it's not my cup of tea. And
you gotta get past episode 1.
And it doesn't hold my attention. It's funny. It's funny. I love Patton Oswalt.
Yes.
Perfect. He's perfect for this character. Perfect for this character. I love the voice. It works so well. I don't like that he has a family unit. And it was and are we doing spoilers? We are doing spoilers. Spoilers. The minute I found out he had a family, I knew the episode was gonna end with a divorce. I knew that was gonna be a central conflict. I felt it in my heart. I said, nope, for this to be quote unquote heartwarming, there's gonna be a family tragedy and it's gonna be a divorce. I knew it. I knew he was gonna piss her off. I don't know why, because there was no hint, there was no foreshadowing whatsoever. I'll be real with you. But I knew that I was gonna end like that. So when it happened, I was like, oh. So now the B story or the C story is gonna be him trying to reconcile with his wife. I don't give a shit about that. All I want, no.
Obviously.
So
it's part of it, but not entirely.
Right. So it's a B or C story. Like I don't care. Why couldn't he just have the family and then have them react to him losing his company or whatever it was, kind of thing. So I'm not looking forward to that aspect of it. I don't care. I don't give a shit about that. But it was entertaining enough to be in the background. There are moments when I looked up and laughed. I'm pretty sure that the gratuitous cameo of Iron Man was done on purpose. The first part of it, like that was the only other Marvel character that popped up in it, and that was done on purpose, clearly to get your attention. And I have to be honest, that was the only part that I had me watching.
He comes back.
The episode. So stop spoiling, you piece of shit.
I'm just saying he comes back. I mean, it's
carry
Marvel.
on.
Anything can happen.
Episode 1. So how did you feel about episode 1, Mr. Man?
Listen, when I go into something, I go raw dog.
Oh, I know you do.
But I try to get past at least the first 3 episodes. I said this in the last episode. I'm that's just a format that I go with. I have to watch more than the first episode, because even though the first episode is supposed to be the one that grasps your attention,
exactly,
it hasn't been like that, and I don't know how long for so many shows. So eventually you just have to keep going through it. And that's what I've done. Like I said, I'm halfway through the season. I'm enjoying the satire. Everything else about it, like it's whatever. It's a whatever show. I can finish it at least. It's not one of those background things that I can pay attention to it, because I have an attention span.
Okay, so you're telling me you watched it without doing anything else? You just paid attention to the episode? You're a fucking liar.
I'm not. Listen, when I put my all into something, I put my all into it.
But you can't. So you go all the way before it even proves itself? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, because
listen.
What is it? What is it, Darflex?
Would you rather watch this and pay attention, or would you rather tell someone else you love them?
I hate you. I hate all of you. Why is this a run-on joke?
I love you, bro. I love you.
Fucking assholes.
Say
we love you too.
This is why I'm gonna end up single.
You blank piece of shit.
This is why I'm gonna end up single. I want you to know this right now. This is why I'm gonna end up single.
I love you. I love you.
And that is.
So the reason why you end up going to single is because you don't want to say I love you back, okay?
For what?
Yo, at least tell the boys you love them. Fuck, bro, I love you.
I tell my boys I love them all the time.
Not them, motherfucker. Us.
You're not doing it now.
What?
Yeah, I'm telling you I love you, bro.
I love you too. I love you too. I love you more.
Oh my god, thank you.
That is not sincere.
What do you mean?
I love you. I love you 3,000.
Aw.
That's a little bit better.
Aw. That's so cute.
Oh, that's not sincere still.
Okay.
All right,
so I'm sorry. Are you done? I'm sorry, man. Are you? Oh my God, who's that?
Tell me Under the Moonlight.
Anyway, so yes, I will continue watching the rest of the season.
You guys are following some sexy women on the Geek Bros Instagram. Jesus Christ. Wow. I'm sorry. What?
I will continue watching the rest of this season, and
so will I. So will I. Absolutely. I mean, okay. So let's do this. Let's finish it up.
Attention.
When? How many episodes is this gonna be? Is the entire series done yet or no?
No, not the series. The first season's on there.
Right. So I'm saying, so season's over.
Yeah, they Hulu put it all up.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is we'll circle back, and next week let's do a full review. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sounds good. We're gonna move on to
there are 10 episodes. Oh, I'm further than I thought.
Oh, that sucks. I have 9 more to go. Netflix's Castlevania season 4 review. Man, hit it, because I've never watched a single episode.
Oh, so apparently we lost somebody.
Yes, we did. We lost.
Thank God. I mean, is it really a loss?
No, not really.
I apparently reminded Flex because we are very true fans of this show. We love this show.
Castlevania, you mean?
Yes. Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
And I reminded him that season 4 is up. I watched it in its entirety, and I once again love this show. It gave me everything that I needed as far as naked vampires and death itself. But it's another wonderful, loving season. I love it. I can't wait for the next one. I'm gonna have to watch them all again just to keep myself from dying. But yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Flex, you got anything on it?
Oh, I agree with everything you said. I mean, this is probably the best animated thing to ever hit Netflix. Yep. I mean, between this and A Dark Crystal, this is probably the best. This and A Dark Crystal are my top Netflix things out there. I mean, you would think it'd be The Witcher because that was fantastic too, but Dark Crystal and this TV show.
Dark Crystal was compelling. Was very compelling.
Could we start a petition to bring it back?
I would love to, but I mean, for all we know, create all the freaking sets, and it'd be a painful process to bring it back. Like,
damn,
at least do movies. You know what I'm saying? You know what they could have done? They could have done like a follow-up movie, and that's it. That wrap that tied everything together.
Yeah,
like Firefly.
Yes,
with Serenity.
Well, Serenity, they didn't tie shit up at all. I mean, they didn't explain.
They killed some of the. What do you mean?
They didn't tie it all up. They gave you answers to things that you never asked the question for, and
killed some people.
Unfortunately. So anyway, but no, back to Castlevania. Finish that off, because I don't know anything about that.
Oh, it's fucking fantastic. Animation is great. Voice acting is fantastic, dude. Fucking Peter Armitage and everybody else. Also, it's violent. There's good like sex stuff.
Okay.
Both ways. And it's pretty great, man. I gotta say, bro. I mean, I've been itching for this to come out since Ross started coming on his podcast.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Final thoughts? We're gonna move on.
You need to watch it and pay attention.
I have considered it. I'm just like, God, I don't want to watch this.
I'm gonna say what you told Juan. Yeah, I know, asshole, but this is our job.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a vibrator?
What the hell is that?
What the fuck is that?
Hold on.
You pushing shit out of something?
Look at it grow. Oh.
Is that your foreskin? Why is your foreskin so swollen and red, man? That's not normal.
Why does the base look like that? Is that the shaft? Where's the shaft?
Anywho, yeah, you're right. Okay, I promise you guys this. I will watch one episode, and
you gotta watch like 3. Trust me.
Trust me. No, why do I need to watch it? I shouldn't have to watch 3 to get into a series. One episode is good enough to give me a good idea of what I'm watching. If I don't like it, then I don't like it. So I'm gonna watch one episode, and I'm gonna come back on her next week, and I'm gonna review episode 1 on my own, and I'll tell you guys whether I'm gonna continue watching or not. All right, there you go. With that being said, we're moving on to the final man side piece topic. Tom Clancy's No Remorse review, an Amazon Prime Video original.
So,
and that's the end of that. Moving on to Cure for the Continent.
As much as we all love and hold dear to Michael B. Jordan on this show, I really
Do we really?
Oh, are you anti-black?
No, I'm not anti-black.
Okay, then shut the hell up. So this movie.
I missed my other podcast.
It didn't. Yeah, you're always in your feelings. Cut it out. This movie really didn't do it for me. I really. I watched it today. I watched it all today, and I was disturbed. I didn't like any of it really. First of all, with Michael B. Jordan being as jacked as he is, why is his face always super fat? Like, that's just my number one question. Just he's always like whatever. But I couldn't.
Okay.
You'll see it when you watch this, or when you look at photos. Just look at photos.
I'll watch him in Love, Death, Robots.
Okay. But yeah, I couldn't grasp the story. I didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. There's nothing on this that I liked at all. It was all down.
Did you want to, you want to get a little deeper? Or you kind of.
No, really, not really. Just it sucked. That's it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
It sucked. It was really bad. I didn't like it.
I agree.
Did you even watch it? How do you agree?
I started watching it, turned it off. I mean, like, bullshit military movies turn me off, but like as soon as I saw this over the top fake female Navy SEAL, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I just turned that shit off.
So let me ask you,
it was too fake.
Let me ask you another question. Is tracking a thing?
Like when you talk, like when you say, are you tracking?
Yeah.
In boot camp, like people outside of boot camp don't fucking talk like that, man.
Because he kept saying that, and it drove me fucking crazy. Are you tracking? Like, why? This is literally. I've watched a bunch of military movies. This is the first time I've ever heard it used so much. People do say it, but
that's a real term.
I'm not saying it's not a real term. He used it like at every opportune time.
But that's how they use it.
No.
That's exactly how they use
it.
Like
you use it if you're like a loser.
Well, okay. Well, losers use it, but they use it because it's the proper terminology.
No, it's not the proper terminology.
It is a proper terminology.
Do you understand? It is a proper terminology.
What?
Yeah. Do you understand? That is a proper terminology. It's not tracking. Tracking is just tracking is the equivalent of saying, "You feel me?"
Right. Yeah. So it's proper. Oh, that's my friend. No, God.
It's
no. The use of it was just, it was overreached. It was too much. It completely turned me off. It's just so much of it. I can't. I
get you. The way you sound is the way I sound about most media that I watch. So I get you. I'm just pulling your chain. I get you.
I know you are.
So
this is probably the first bad, horrible review that I've ever given on something that I actually hoped would actually be decent, and it really wasn't. I hated this movie.
For a Tom Clancy movie, damn.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's what got me, because I enjoy the games. I enjoyed just reading some of the books on it. Just this was horrible. This was just absolute shit.
Maybe they should have not tried to be PC with this stupid fucking movie.
What, tracking?
No, putting a female Navy SEAL and making her something she's really not.
Oh, females can't be Navy SEALs?
I think they can now, but it's a very low success rate.
Yeah, if they're badass, there was no badassery to her whatsoever.
She was like 115 pounds wet. She's like doing shit she shouldn't be able to do.
Right. and she got her
professional opinion.
Then she got her ass kicked with like no effort. Like she barely fought back, and she was getting her ass kicked. I mean, ultimately she killed the guy, but yeah, spoilers. But she did, like, the guy was just throwing her around like she was 105 pounds wet. Like,
All right. So you if you had a rated like a 1 to 10, I think we used to do this a while ago. What would you give it?
A fucking -75.
Damn.
Like, yeah, just horrible.
All right.
Horrible.
Well, I won't be watching that, thankfully. All right, we're gonna move on to the cure for your common day. We're gonna react to the Rick and Morty season 5 trailer, and I'm going to play the video and I'm going to share my screen because that is how we do it in the hood. All right, let's see.
Wait, we're in the hood?
Huh?
Shit.
That's right. Sharing the screen.
I gotta get out of here.
Release the screen. We're there and play.
Rick and Morty, you are under arrest and surrounded by an anti-portal shimmer.
It's showtime.
Someone out there is trying to kill us.
Someone's always trying to kill us. Rich ass.
Sorry? Who is that?
Now what?
Now we
Go
Team
Team
Go-Tron.
Go team, go! Why this song? Jesus. All right.
I ask you for anything. When do you? I haven't been to a full week of school in years. I don't know.
Please. A strange, horny ocean man is on my lawn.
Sweetie, don't get all worked up before your job interview.
Job interview.
Yes? Is that so hard to believe?
Actually, yeah. Something's off.
You go!
Hide. What? Hide.
How
do we just hit
I really want to see this episode. I'm dying to see this.
The fake Voltron.
I think it's in our best interest to work as a team.
Yeah, most people would call that family.
Oh, God.
What the? I f***ed it up, okay? It's okay, Morty. That's what you do. Let me Deus Ex Machina this and let's go home.
Deus Ex Machina.
Say hello to my little me.
New Rick and Morty starting Sunday, June 20th at 11 p.m.
This is out there even for us. They can hear you, Morty.
Only on Adult Swim.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I liked it. I liked it. See,
I'm excited.
These freaking trailers, they make Rick and Morty. I mean, they're so confusing. What the frick is happening? It's a madhouse. I swear to God, they're on acid when they write these episodes. I'm just all
They probably are.
They have to be on acid. What do you guys think? I loved it. Can't wait. That's just it for me. Man.
I love it. I can't wait. Yeah, like this. I'm a big fan of Rick and Morty. So much that I started watching Solar Opposites, and that's a whole nother.
No.
Yeah.
So don't with Solar.
No, that's what I'm saying. I love Rick and Morty so much.
That's why I watched it too. Exactly.
And I cried. So yeah, never again. But Rick and Morty, can't wait. I can't wait.
No, but you have to admit, spoilers. The tiny world people story is kind of compelling.
Yeah, I want to.
It's kind of compelling. It's the only.
That's probably the most. Yeah, that's probably the most enjoyable part of that.
Yeah,
show.
that's all I like about it. It's a serialized story and it's very compelling. But anyway, Darth Flex, Rick and Morty, season 5 trailer.
I agree with both of you, man. I mean, this show never fails. You know, like even after you finish watching it, it has great like replay value.
Yes, it does. I play I play the seasons over and over again randomly. Usually while I'm playing SD Gundam Cross on my laptop. But yeah, usually in the background, and it's great.
Or performing the hurricane move.
That too.
We love them.
So but yeah, I can't wait. How many episodes do we think is gonna be in this season? Was it last
8?
season a little smaller?
Probably gonna go for like another 10, maybe.
I think it's gonna be 6. I don't know, for some reason I think it's gonna be 6 episodes. Because they're getting lazy, in my opinion.
It's like all the episodes you need, half you episodes you deserve.
Exactly. So
let's see. Last season there was 10.
Right, but it was split up into 2 5 seasons, right? 5
Actually,
and 5.
All of them. No, all of the seasons were 10, except the first season was 11.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It feels like it was less, or I don't know. Maybe just me. Maybe I'm greedy.
Man, bitches! I should have put
greedy,
money on
that's
this.
What it is. Any predictions for this season about anything?
Jerry dies?
No, that won't happen. Jerry's too fucking funny. They won't kill him. If they do kill him, they'll just bring him back into the universe, or he'll be something different.
Who's? I want to see who's gonna fall in love with the horny Aqua guy.
It's gonna be freaking. No, well, No, it's gonna be Summer. It's always gonna be Summer. He's there for Summer. Clearly, he's there for Summer.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll definitely see.
I want to know how the Voltron-esque episode begins. I'm dying to see, because for me, based on the character of Rick that they've set up, he would not be down for some shit like that. He would think that was corny and stupid. So why is he doing it? I'm dying to know the setup that allowed him to be like, yo, I'm cool with this. Let's get Giga in, you know? So that's what I'm curious about. Really curious about that episode. Flex, anything you curious about, or you want to, I don't know.
I would be really cool if Morty lost his virginity.
But he did already, to the sex robot.
That doesn't count.
It had a child.
It still doesn't count. It's like if you got one of your fleshlights pregnant, does that count?
Yes, because it procreated. I would assume procreated. I would assume the potential for procreation means that you've lost your virginity, and he procreated.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Yes. So moving on.
No, wait. Sorry.
I
really didn't hear you.
I said I think having sexual relations with a partner that you could potentially procreate with is grounds for loss of virginity, or at least grounds for, you know, having intimacy. And he had it with a sex robot, but it took his DNA and it popped out a kid. So
what if you jizz on a test tube?
No, because there's no intimacy there.
There doesn't have to be intimacy.
It doesn't have to be intimacy.
Intimacy.
Spoken. I want to make it very clear. This man is engaged. So. All right, I'm gonna move on to Love, Death, and Robots season 2 review. Now, like it was last year, was it last year? 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, we are going to review every episode of season 2, one by one, week by week. It's what you want, it's what you deserve, and we'll see how many more people we can get into this series. So, episode 1, guys, automated customer service. Some senior citizens are lucky enough to enjoy the golden years in tomorrow's high-tech assisted living communities. They pursue relaxation and everyday needs are taken care of until the robotic servants decide to kill them. So I watched it, and for an opening episode for this season, it was great. I thought it was hilarious. I don't know about you guys, but I think that this episode is a prequel to that Cats episode where all the humans are gone and all there was just robots and cats. So I don't know. It just felt like that to me. It felt like a prequel to that episode. But I'm pretty sure I'm wrong. But I loved watching. Spoilers. Granny do battle with a death Roomba. It was great. The death Roomba. It was great. It was funny. I loved the customer service. My favorite part, and this part I thought would get Flex off, was when he was saying, you need to sacrifice your dog to distract it so you can turn it off. And I thought she was gonna do it. I swear to God, I saw it. I was like, yes, she's gonna do it. That was the best part right there. I said yes, and more yes. And then of course I loved it when a damn thing killed her neighbor, and his name was out there. Dun, dun, dun. Like it was like, you know, I heard, you know, that song. What's that song? Here goes my hero. Watch him as he dies. I loved it. That was great. So I love the episode.
He didn't die. He got tased right in the eyes.
No, I thought he was blown up or something. He was shocked or killed.
He was tased.
No, he died. Oh no, he was alive at the end. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
He stood up right afterwards.
You're right. So
and then
I think people need to know what happens to the dog.
Okay, what happens to the dog? I forget. Dog survives.
Yeah. No, I know. It's just some people get triggered and they might turn this podcast off. The dog does survive.
Oh, allegedly.
Without hair in the middle.
Without hair, yes. He did get some singed, so it was really funny. But so anyway, Flex, what is your opinion of episode 1, automated customer service?
I thought it was pretty good. Let's see. I would have kind of preferred a stronger start, like the first season, like one of those episodes. But I think just because I know what the potential for these anthologies are, I was okay with this episode. It was good. It was good. I just wanted something different. But
no, it definitely was no death,
monster battle. Yeah.
And
but it was
titties.
good, man.
Yeah, it wasn't like that, right? But I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right. Now that I think about it, even though I liked it as a continuation of season 1, but definitely not as great an opening for season 2. You're absolutely right. You're right. It was funny. I rewatched all of season 1 and then went directly to season 2. So it was kind of like a continuation for me. Like I didn't look at it as a whole new season. So you're right. I absolutely agree. Man.
I enjoyed it. You guys got me watching the first season. So after care review, I went ahead and watched the first episode yesterday. Yeah, I'm going in this again without any expectations, and I definitely love this first episode. It was good. I liked it.
All right, fantastic. So I look forward to this. Remember, every week going forward, we're going to review every episode of Love, Death, and Robots. And so stay tuned to hear us discuss this. And then at the very end, we'll wrap it up with a full review of season 2. So stay tuned. We're going to move on to our final 2 topics. Open mic. Disney's Bad Batch episode 3 and 4 review. So let's our last topic. I forgot. I moved Love, Death, and Robots to its own little segment. All right, so gents, episode 3, the Bad Batch episode 3 is titled Replacements. This episode is described as such: the batch gets stuck on a desolate moon. The first episode is no longer the rest of the debut. Okay, that's it. The desolate moon, and I forget what I was gonna say. What's his name? Switch Crosshair. Crosshair gets given 4 recruits, non-clones, to go out there and they did a mission. That's it. I'm done. I don't remember anymore. So episode 3, guys, it's supposed to be, the darkest one thus far. I'm gonna read it real quick. I liked the episode. I really enjoyed it. It's exploring more of why we lost the clone troopers and why we have stormtroopers. And I like that we're obviously gonna get a canon explanation for what happened, how that happened. And basically, one of these generals is really pushing hard for conscripting normies into it, and he wanted to make an experiment and send them on a mission with Crosshair to see how well and effective they are. And they sent them back to the planet where Saw Gerrera was to take out the insurgents that were there. But one thing that was shown, there's pros and cons. Pros, they went there, they were magic, they survived it. But con was one of the outspoken troopers, spoiler alert, did not want to kill off all of the civilians. Now the insurgents weren't there; it was just the civilian population that was there, and they were told, to wipe him out. And he refused. He was going to take him in for questioning, and Crosshair executed him right there. So it shows that the stormtroopers, they may be better, as in they're not less expensive. They can be conscripted from anywhere, and you can have a larger force, but they're not as blindly loyal as the clone troopers are, because they don't have the what's it called?
Inhibitor chip.
Yeah, the inhibitor chip in there. So that showed you the pros and cons of the episode. But at the end, it did show that Crosshair is in his feelings about something, as the remaining and surviving normies moved into the bunks that his home guys were in originally, that escaped. So we could see basically that he has some kind of reservations. He got some kind of remorse about where he is or what's going on. Maybe the chip isn't really completely there and he still has some semblance left. This episode was the best one after episode 1 so far. I loved it, and I want to see more of that. I want to see more of Tarkin and
murder
and the Caminos. Well, not that too, and the Caminos. Clearly, the Caminos, they're out for themselves and they're trying to, keep themselves in the good graces of the Empire. So I love the political intrigue. I love that kind of stuff. So I want to see more of that. Flex, what did you think of episode 3 of Disney's The Bad Batch?
It got real dark real quick, but it is by far the best episode of the season so far.
Yes.
I mean, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I agree with you. I want to see more. I want to see more of what like war and conquest really is, right? Let's see more of that. The sort of the media tries to hide. Let's take a look at that.
I would love for them to do some. You know that remember that battle scene in Solo when he was on.
Yeah.
I want to see some of that. I want to see some of the Empire going out there and quelling, dissenters and planets and just throwing heads and blowing people up. I want to see that. I would love it. I would love if the Bad Batch showed a little bit of that. Probably season 2, maybe not season 1, because they're never going to get into that. But I would love it if we saw some of that solo-esque battle scene in the Bad Batch. If there's anything that can do it, that can do it. So, man, what do you think about episode 3?
I agree. It was definitely one of the better episodes within the season. They did explain that Crosshair's inhibitor chip, or his mutation to his cells is creating issues with the inhibitor chip, which is the reason why.
Right, but they didn't
going from so he's going from loyal soldier to coming back to his senses.
Right.
So they're bringing back the fact that he has to constantly be augmented.
Right.
So at some point, I'm guessing he's gonna they're gonna bring that back and stop that from happening for himself.
Yeah, they're probably gonna. I think halfway through the season they're gonna bring him back. I think.
I want to see. I want to see what the hell this Omega individual
is. It Omega or Omega? Like you're trying to say, like
her name is Omega because she's Maori. She says Omega because of her accent.
Yeah, because of her accent.
Oh,
you uncultured swine.
Sorry.
But I wanna see what the hell she's about, because even though they finally divergent. No, they finally
no.
They finally divulged where she comes from and who she is.
Where?
She's a clone.
Well, yeah. Clearly, she's something like that. We knew that.
She's a female Navy SEAL.
Yeah, exactly.
Useless, no. But I want to see what her story is. I want to see what role she is going to play in all of this, because again, this is nothing that's been brought up before.
I have no care in the world. I don't hate Omega.
Women?
I don't. I just don't care for her character.
She becomes Baby Yoda.
Yeah, well, yeah, in a way, and it's unnecessary. Like you should have just left it as this. This is the sequel series to Clone Wars. Clone Wars is getting dark as shit. So we don't need some little girl lighting up the mood and giving them a heart and stuff. No, we don't need any of that. We could have just
they kill her.
They're not gonna kill her. They're not gonna kill her.
Or she becomes the second sister.
So, well, maybe that. But what I'm saying is that that'd be great if we see the Inquisitors in this series. Could you imagine? Because there's some Inquisitors that we never saw in Rebels.
Yeah,
that'd be shit. I'd like that.
Although if you play Jedi Fallen Order.
Well, I mean, I never fixed them. I can't get past the Wookiee world. Anyway, so let's move on to episode 4, titled Episode 4 centers around a long overdue supply run for the Clone Force 99, whose ship is rapidly running out of fuel and needs to further repairs. Their rations are a distant memory. I didn't like this episode, even though it had the they say the return, but it's not the return. It's technically canonically the first appearance of that Asian chick from Mandalorian. And it kind of reminded me of.
Oh, that's who she is.
Yes, that's her.
I was wondering. It's not that I recognize the voice.
Right.
The character was. I was like, who the fuck is this bitch?
Because I don't think they said her name. Yeah, it's her. But all this episode was just the chase scene from Attack of the Clones on Coruscant. That's really all it was for me. Literally, even the sound effects was from that movie. So, like, I didn't care. All I remember seeing is when she suckered the girl away. And my man, all I'm screaming is "Stranger danger! Stranger danger!" Right? That's all I'm thinking about. Like, are you going with some random person? So,
she doesn't know. She's never been around.
But here's the thing, and I'm gonna keep it real. The Bad Batch guys are so irresponsible. Why would you take a girl out on these missions? Or when you know it's dangerous, when you know it's not. Yeah, she's part of the crew now, but it's very irresponsible. You guys talk about how this could be a rough place. I want to go. Okay, come along with us. Oh, we landed somewhere and there's monsters outside. I want to go. Okay, come track with me. I don't.
It's a common human trait.
To bring your child with you on the hunt?
No, to make stupid decisions. For example, why would you show your parents a video titled FJ 2017?
Oh God, man, do you know that story?
I do not.
You don't know that story? Oh God, I mean, I'd love to get into it. Basically, real quick, there was a side show called Geek Girls, right? And it starred the artist formerly known as Jilly Goods, which is JJ's fiance, and what did she call herself? Vanay and Vani, which is Juancho's wife now. And they did an episode where they did, what was it, Cosmopolitans?
Yeah.
Right, and they were good. So JJ and I actually appear at the very end of that episode drinking some, and they tasted great. We got fucked up on these Cosmos, okay? We had so many. And so it was Jilly Goods who said we should record an episode. And somehow it became a tribute to Juancho, and that tribute eventually became roasting Juancho. And we roasted him drunk as fuck on camera. So so we called it FJ what? 2019?
2017.
FJ 2017. And it was the funniest thing we have ever done, in my opinion. And we put it up. And but hold on. We told Juancho that we roasted him hard. It was really bad. And we're putting it up. And before he even watched it, the story is that he put it on his TV in the living room of his parents' house, and they watched it together.
It's like they sat down to watch a movie, like popcorn and everything.
They watched it together. So here you go, me and JJ, like trashing this guy on YouTube, okay? And he tells us they were not amused. They were not happy about it. It was so bad, I had to take the video down, edit out all that he didn't like, and put up the censored version. So unfortunately, all you can see on YouTube now is the censored version. And we actually, for his bachelor party, we played the uncensored version all over again. And it was fucking hilarious. It was great. We just sat there cracking up drinking, playing the uncensored version. I still have the uncensored version. And actually, if I ever freely no. If I ever actually create our what's it called? Patreon. Well, it's there. If I ever release it, that would be one of the things up there, is to see the uncensored version of that. There's many uncensored episodes that I either put up or didn't put up, but that's the number one. And it was funny, and it was all harmless fun. I want to make it very clear, harmless fun. We always rag on each other, and we also even offered him to do a rebuttal, to come on and clown on us with the artist formerly known as Garbanzo. We said, go on there, you do it. And he's like, no, because then if I do it, then you guys are going to do it, and it's going to be stupid. And I'm like, no, we promise. We even said we promise we won't do a rebuttal. Go on there, drink, and do it. It's fine. We don't care. But yeah, so it never happened. So that's what that is, what he's referring to. FJ 2017. Good times. Good. We should do another.
I'm going to have to look into that.
We should do another one. I'll send you the raw episode, and you can watch it and just laugh about it, and then you can review it next episode. That'd be great. All right. Everybody else talk about episode 4?
Yes.
Flex, you talked about it? Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it was whatever, bro.
Did you like it? I didn't like it.
I mean, it was indifferent. It felt like a filler episode.
Yes, it was. It was definitely a filler episode. But then again, though, here's the thing. Unlike with The Mandalorian, we don't know the plot, the actual plot of this. Yeah, they're on the run, but that's it. Where are you running to? What are you looking for? What's the plan? You know what I'm saying? They don't have a plan. It's just episodic. At least in The Mandalorian, he was on the run, but we knew that, the point. He's on the run because he's trying to find out a place for Baby Yoda. He's on the run because of this, or he's looking to return him to his Jedi. Like, there was a point. So far, and I'm not saying I don't like the show. I like it, but all I know right now is you're on the run. That's it. That's not compelling enough for me to really look forward to the next episode. What's the real story? What is this leading up to? Give me some more inkling. I mean, there's some intrigue there, but it's not enough. Then again, that is a show that I stop everything I'm doing and I watch it on the biggest TV in my house. So throwing it right there. All right. Well, I think that's it. There's nothing left, ladies and gentlemen. So that's it for Keepin the Geek Bros, episode 123. Before we go, shameless promotion, gentlemen. Mr.
Yes.
Flex.
You guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Darth_Flex with 2X.
Yes. Man.
You can find me at what am I? Oh, manman17093 at Instagram and everywhere else, and on Facebook is just manman.
All right, and of course you can find me Viberep Studios, VIBEREV Studios. That's .com. That's IG, Facebook, Twitter. BlackPeopleMeet.com, Grindr, AsianLoveFinder.com, Farmers Only, Love Is Blind Season 2. Anyway, so of course, you can check us out, our podcast, of course, and our brand. That's Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S. That's on Instagram and Twitter. Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S at yahoo.com to email us. Guys, email us. I still have plenty of giveaways. They're all down here. I just gave up on trying to do it because nobody wants anything except for Man, who I haven't given stuff yet. Facebook.com/Geek Bros with a 0. Of course, the first place you can hear us. First place. That's WeBeGeeksPC.com. We are part of the WeBeGeeks PC or the WeBeGeeks Collective. Proud to be on it. And you can check out the video recaps whenever I decide to put them up. YouTube.com/Viberep Studios. That's VIBEREV Studios. Yes, the Geek Bros have a YouTube channel. Yes, you can go subscribe. No, there's nothing on there. Most of it's private because I'm cataloging everything and I'm trying to make it all nice and neat for you guys. And honestly, I only do it when I feel like it, randomly. So it's going to take me a while before it's ready. And even then, but if you want to be the first one to subscribe so you know it's online, go to youtube.com/Geek Bros, and that's GEKBR0S, and subscribe for the hell of it. It's there. And eventually we'll have the website extension too, maybe. Look, I do a lot of work as I'm tired. That's it for Keepin' the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.